Okay. I'm sorry that some of these videos end up choppy. They're for some reason they're ending up choppy. For some reason, so I'm going to try to figure out why. So I apologize for that, but in a previous set of videos that I emailed, I mentioned that Bill Cosby went to jail, and it is because President Donald Trump had completed something he should, and this resulted with Bill Cosby going to jail perfect. Excuse me. Okay, and then I had mentioned that the other people of the Fat Albert entourage, such as Ice-T and LL Cool J. LL Cool J is one of them also, and there's some others. And I mentioned that they were going to go to jail. Okay, but what ended up happening is that the Prime Minister of Australia, Julia, she was the Prime Minister of Australia. She had completed something that she should, and it resulted with Ice-T in another lifestyle package in Australia. His other lifestyle package, he went to jail, and this lifestyle package, he is not in fame. Okay, so in this other lifestyle package he went to jail, and this is not a celebrity, person. This is a name that is not in fame. Okay, so he already went to jail in this other lifestyle package in Australia, and it's not in fame. The reason why we decided to do this way is because there is something that they could do. There is some sort of corrupt undermining and technique that they could do with all of them in fame. Like Ice-T is in fame, and so is LL Cool J. He's in fame. Bill Cosby is in fame. If they went to jail this way, there's something they could do. So he went to jail. Ice-T, in another lifestyle package, went to jail in Australia, not in fame. With this done, they cannot complete this undermining using a technique, a corrupt technique, with fame. Okay? So it very well could be that the celebrity, Ice-T, and also perhaps even LL Cool J will not be going to jail. Not with these lifestyle packages they have. Okay? Okay. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention in the case you've been kind of reading the news wondering, wow, is Ice-T going to jail or not? He already went to jail in another lifestyle package, and Prime Minister Gillard is the one who completed the perfect things needed to put him in jail perfect. And so this kind of ruined their plans, something they were planning. Okay, I'm going to put it on pause real quick. All right, so we signed the lease on the counter, okay? Now, I had mentioned that this here counters something. Should, what? Infiltrators or, vandalists or whatever try to, bring this wall down from this side of the fence. They try to bring the fence and wall down. This is a counter. The counter is here that counters this from being able to happen. Okay? Okay, so we can consider corners and counters. Okay? So when we signed the lease, because there were people, turkeys in the spiritual planes, trying to prevent me from recovering, trying to prevent me from getting into housing again. And we countered them perfectly. and I was able to move into this house. But we had other stages where we were being deadlocked. We began to disappear out of the room, and then our lives resumed, and we may not even... I didn't realize that I had been deadlocked and my life resumed from a previous point. But so did other parties involved. We were deadlocked and our lives resumed. As I mentioned, that while I was there at the Refuge of Hope shelter, I had moved into housing before. I had moved into an apartment, and it was undermined, it was ellipted, and life resumed right back there in the shelter. I would like to bring to your attention that while I was residing at the shelter, I was deadlocked. I was killed with a bloody death. And then I was dead for 4 years. Okay? I would like you to meditate about this and consider it. I was dead for 4 years. And then my life resumed right back in the shelter, and everyone's life got to flex and change along with it. Okay? When I died, the Monsignor at St. Joseph's Catholic Church administered the last rites to me. Okay? It could be you can remember him coming to the shelter and visiting. Okay? Now, I had even spoken somewhat with someone at the shelter about this. Another guy was there. I'm not going to mention his name, but we even talked about it, how he moved out and was in housing. And when our lives resumed, his life flexed and changed, and he was right back in the shelter also. The progress he made also was thwarted, and he was right back in the shelter. Okay? Sometimes we're deadlocked and time does not go on that much, but sometimes it does. It goes on for 4 years. I mean, I was dead for 4 years, and they wanted it that way because something naturally would happen if it's that long. Okay? All right, I'm going to put it on pause. Okay, so we're considering name, and we're considering fame. Now, if we had, okay, we are very ancient people. We've had many, 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 many lifetimes. In fact, when I drew that book with eons and archons, you can exist for so long. In fact, we've been around so long that we couldn't even possibly, if I took this spiral notebook and I did this, eon, archon, eon, archon, eon, archon, if I did this, if I drew eons and archons on every page, eons, archons, line, archon, line, archon, line, archon, line, archon, eon, archon. If I did this, kept drawing it on every page, I could do that my whole life, and it yet would not be sufficient time to draw all the eons and archons I have had and that you have had. Okay, it's impossible. There's something about consciousness, there's something about the mind. Humans only use what % of their mind? I'm sure you've seen articles saying humans only use what is it, 30% of their mind or something, 15% of their mind. If we're using the full capacity of our minds, we can remember every detail. We can. However, writing about it and talking about the information thereof is another variable. Do we have the natural opportunity to talk about every detail of everything that we've ever gone through in one lifespan? No, we don't. There are these independent variables to consider about the mind, and also to consider about opportunity. Okay? The opportunity to convey information also is another variable. Okay.